Today was tiring. I went to the neurologist. They said basically nothing. Welcome back, Jarvis. Nah. I said I went to the doctor, but I basically just walked in, described some vague symptoms. They poked me a couple of times and then said, we'll get your MRI first. And then that's it. That's all that happened. Oh, it ended up being about 3 hours on the road for nothing. Or next to nothing. Hey, go to done. Oh, how's everyone this Monday morning slash Tuesday, or Monday evening slash Tuesday morning? That's what it is. Oh, yeah, I was exhausted whenever I got back home. I get back home and then decided I'm going to just lie down in bed for a little bit. And I ended up falling asleep pretty much instantly. Well, always be leery of mental issues as well. It's kind of easy to brush those off. It's also easy to brush off physical issues. Sometimes mental stuff is just completely chemical. Like you're not doing anything wrong, nothing's wrong with your life. It's just your brain is deciding to do something unusual. Which happens. I think I have too much GABA in the brain. I forget what that stands for. It's like gamma amino or amino something or other. It's some sort of nonsense. But it basically just makes me more controlled than most people, which is the reason why I am the way that I am. I think. I would need to have that confirmed, but I've always gotten that impression. Self-diagnosis. The best diagnosis, doctors say. Spicy Weasel. Welcome, buddy. Yeah. Well, it's not Spicy Weasel, it's Spicy Weasel. Did you know that every time that you have any sort of medical issue at all, it turns out that it actually is just cancer? At least according to the internet. 100% of the time. Hello, hello. Okay, goodness. I feel fine now. God, I was so fucking tired earlier, though. Like, for example, a few days ago, I think on Friday or Saturday, yeah, I've gotten everything done today, I had like another depressive episode for really no reason. I just kind of briefly had like one stray worm thought that got into my head. And the way that that works is it doesn't matter if logically, you know, something is not true, it'll just kind of get in there and stay in there because your brain is doing something and it's chemical. And, did I? Yeah, I took my medication. Even though I'm on medication, it kind of was still there and it felt like I felt about 2 months ago. But then, you know, it just went away. kind of the unfortunate thing about being a person is that we aren't a spirit, a ghost that kind of just floats inside of a body. That would be nice, wouldn't it? You know, just a ghost that's piloting a meat form. We are not that. We are, in fact, just a bunch of chemical processes that are shifting around inside of a nasty little meat form. And our meat form is also us. So anytime your brain is not doing something correctly, that becomes you, unfortunately. But it becomes a version of you that is aware of what you used to be most of the time. So it creates this sense of dissonance with yourself, where you don't feel like who you know that you expect yourself to be, because it's not a state of chemical normacy that you expect of yourself. It's very weird. Depression works the same way, because it is quite literally a sickness, a disease of the mind. Because even if you get into a state of depression, it's hard to get out of, not because you can't fix your circumstances and not because you can't change your outlook, but because even after you fix your circumstances and change your outlook, your brain's chemicals will just keep doing that one thing. It's a bit like being addicted to a drug, I think, in the sense that if you take something for a long time, your brain acclimates to it, and whenever you stop having that in your system, your brain can't manufacture it on its own because it's been used to receiving it from an external source. And that's what, addiction is. So your brain tells you, hey, go back to what that thing was. We need that to keep functioning. And if you tell it no, or you don't have access to it anymore, then your brain has to try to keep your body working without it, and it doesn't do a very good job of doing it. And with depression, it sort of works in a similar way, in the sense that once you get into that state where you bottom out and your brain is trying to produce chemicals that it can't produce at that moment, you're going to be stuck there for a while. And because that is also you, because you are your brain, that ends up creating a sense that you are someone different, or you are not yourself, or you are somehow in the wrong in some way. It depends on person to person. The point being is, it is something that is external to what you consider to be yourself. It's not your fault. As long as you're taking the steps necessary to fix those things, your brain will eventually sort it out. It just takes time. You want to download your brain into your computer? That would present other problems, because if you had complete access to everything about yourself, you could just turn on a switch that just makes you happy all the time. At which point you may as well be dead, because you could just indolently sit as a computer concept of something that is happy without needing anything to make you not unhappy. Which is something that future people will have to deal with. Not us. We are still meat. Today my body is mostly fine, and my brain is also mostly fine. Of course, with me, whenever I'm normal, I almost feel too normal. I think this page that was telling this, that whenever I was finally coming out, like when the medication actually started working, and I finally was coming out of being like overly emotional and back to normalcy, I almost kind of missed it, because for a period of like 1 or 2 days, I thought, this must be what it feels like to be an ordinary person. Because I am normally very, very controlled. not very emotive. I don't react to things very strongly. And there was a brief period where I felt just emotional enough that it felt like, oh, this is what being a person must be like. But for the time being, I'm just sort of me again. So I'm back to being myself. Everybody's different. Everyone's weird. There is a kind of normalcy. There's a self-normalcy in the sense that your genetics is going to wire you to performing in a certain way, as long as you're receiving the things that you need to keep your chemicals stable. So there is a form of normalcy. But as far as normalcy relative to other people, there is also a kind of normalcy relative to other people, in the sense that there is a global average, or a median, however you want to describe it, as far as what our body behavior happens to be. But it's not that important. Okay. I had to reset the app several times to get my mouth flaps working correctly. Although I said correctly, it'll probably stop behaving itself in the future. Will I be playing Chivalry with you guys? Probably not, because I don't know how everything works yet. I basically just went through the tutorial, and then that's it. And whenever the game asked me to pick a faction, I picked the red guys, and the game said, oh, you like blue. And played the cinematic for the blue people, and maybe fight for the blue people. Even though I picked red. Where's this river? This is the afterlife. Welcome. Enjoy your stay. Maybe, let's do a little thought experiment. Let's say that human beings invent the ability to fully integrate ourselves into some sort of computer, you know, mindscape, where we have complete access to all of our faculties. If we're sad, we can make ourselves not sad instantly with no effort. If we feel like emulating sadness, we can just make ourselves sad for no reason. We can just do that. To the point where experience doesn't really mean much of anything, because we can simply be what we want to be at any one moment, which ends up creating enough dissonance that we completely lose our perception of reality in every way, and nothing that we experience really means anything or has any bearing on anything anymore. We can even emulate the experience of having relationships with people that don't exist, for example. Because if everything is in the mind, and we can generate the full experience of anything that we want instantly without even going through that experience, then nothing really matters, right? It's like having a hypnagogic hallucination in a moment of time with the press of a button. And in that case, the button itself is our own brain, which itself is being simulated. Okay? So we can do all that. What if we had backup versions of ourselves that were also simulated, that were experiencing what we would consider to be the real world? And we use that version of ourselves, that backup secondary clone version of ourselves, to sort of leverage the experience of the one that is experiencing nirvana, so to speak. Yeah, so like juxtaposition different forms of soma. Gamma, welcome, buddy. Also, thank you very much. Yeah. Gamma, this is a cute name. I like that name. So, let's say that we're able to simulate reality for a fictional version of ourselves, which we would consider to be the real version of ourselves if that technology did not exist. What if we were that simulation? Not that I'm not trying to be whoa or anything. But what if we were that simulation? Like right now, there's a version of me somewhere, and I say somewhere, but this is nowhere, that is experiencing whatever they want to. And the purpose of me is to act as a simulated environment that keeps the quote-unquote real version of me grounded, so that there is a simulacrum, which would be me, of a fictionalized version of reality that is the real version of what a person would be if they did not have access to those things. Now, which one of us is more real than the other one? I ask these questions not because there's an answer, but because, well, one, it's just fun to think about. Or for me, it's fun to think about. For other people, it creates an existential crisis. I've never been like that. But also because of a reason that I can't remember. Yeah, it's just a thought experiment, basically. See, I've never really been afraid of existential thought experiments like that. It doesn't really bother me. Oh, also, the other reason why I bring that up is because eventually human beings will go through that. If we don't destroy ourselves anyways. Eventually technology will get to the point where we can integrate ourselves like that. And that will be one of the things that people will have to deal with. And that sort of post-simulation environment where we can fully access every element of who we are. People will actually have to create rules and conditions, even though they can control every element of themselves, to preserve themselves as people. Because we will eventually have to define what that limit is. So, if in real life, Octatasty, welcome buddy. Welcome back. Yeah. Yes, funeral. That's basically it. Just the idea that there would be a real version of ourselves, which would be us. Like, we are experiencing reality in a simulation in order to give leverage to a reality in which the person, you, is also a simulation, but is considered by the people there to be quote-unquote real. And you exist mainly to authorize and anchor the real one that is allowed to experience whatever they want to. Yeah, we'll probably destroy ourselves way before that. But it's an interesting thought experiment. You know, things like Ghost in the Shell have to deal with this stuff too. The technology is not anywhere near that advanced in Ghost in the Shell, but they do have to deal with people like hijacking one another's brains and stuff like that. Like any sort of cyberpunk setting also deals with that kind of stuff. Yeah, it could also be that this is something I've thought about too before. Imagine, do you guys remember that video that I showed you of the heat death of the universe? It's a time lapse of the entire history of the universe, and it gets 2 times faster every second. So it becomes like 1 year, 2 years, 4 years, 8 years, and it just keeps doing that. And that video is like 30-something minutes long. And what we would recognize as being a universe sort of stops existing about 5 minutes in. Which should tell you just how long the universe will exist in a state that we would probably not be able to live in very successfully. But in theory, some weird new form of people, or some species, or some robotic race, or whatever, would be able to subsist on orbiting around a black hole, for example, for a very, very long time. which is very close to what we would consider to be the end of all things, before proton decay kicks in and makes it so that physical matter can no longer exist in any capacity that would be meaningful. Anyways, let's say that there is a civilization that exists in that state, and sometime, 900 billion years from now, there is a civilization that is orbiting one of those black holes, out of the middle of nowhere, because nothing else exists anymore. There's just black holes. Everything else is dead. And that civilization is full of things like what I've been describing, that have things that used to be human, billions of years ago, that have long since stopped being human, and are now simply AI or VIs that are existing inside of a simulation. And they have decided that something that they can do is re-simulate the entirety of the universe in all of its history, because now they have a complete understanding of what physics is. So as a result, they can sort of backlog everything. They can re-roll all of history backwards to tell exactly what the universe used to be before the universe existed, because they simply have enough of a fundamental understanding of how everything works that they realize that since everything is, what's the word? Not predestined. But everything is physics-based, so as a result, everything is predetermined in a way. Anyways, deterministic. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. And, since everything is deterministic in terms of physics, you can actually research what the universe used to be. So if you are able to do that, you can actually simulate the entirety of the universe from start to finish without actually having to live in it. And you can do that perfectly if the universe, in terms of its physics, is completely deterministic, and only if that's the case. So, of course, as I was getting to, if those people did orbit around that black hole, simulating a deterministic universe that existed prior to what their existence is, we could be that universe, in the sense that we are existing inside of our own form of simulation, and we are exactly what happened in their past. And they are simply simulating it up to a point where they exist at that point, far away in the billions of years in the future. Also, since you can actually control the speed of simulation, and there may also be forms of new technology that would be able to sort of slow time or dilate time, they could actually, at the edge of that black hole, slow down to the point where it's almost, for them, imperceptibly frozen. And from that point forward, simply create fictional universes that have slightly different states, almost like seed values in a video game. And they could simulate completely new realities, new universes where things are slightly different. And we could also be that universe. Anyways, this sort of weird thoughts that I think ever so often. I'm not really trying to make a point there, just, it's kind of interesting. It's a fun little thing to think about. Yeah, you would need a lot of something to be able to emulate all that stuff. Riker Sky's welcome, buddy. Thank you very much. Nah. Now let me ask you guys this. You know how some people will say there can be no God, because how could the universe be full of so much suffering if there was a God that created it, right? Like, that's a very common criticism, right? Let's say that all the stuff that I've been talking about is actually true, and there is some faraway future version of ourselves that is just simulating fictional variable realities where we may not even exist, or maybe what we are is something that in their history never existed. But since everything is perfect in terms of its simulation, we may as well be just as authentically real as they are. And let's also say that there is a version of yourself in that reality that is simulating a version of you that exists in this time frame, but the version of you has more problems. Which, of course, compared to a virtual existence is going to be true. Do you resent yourself in that future faraway universe? The quote-unquote real universe that is not simulated, as far as we know. Do you find any resentment towards them? Because, after all, they are essentially creating you as though they were a god. And they're creating you with problems, with the intent of it being either entertainment or some sort of escape from their own reality, or simply as a scientific endeavor to try to discover things about themselves and about reality. But this is why I ask. I just think it's an interesting thought experiment. There's no right or wrong answer to this. Yeah, some people have said that Google AI gains sentience. They've said a lot of things have actually passed the Turing test over the years. Like, a lot of things have actually passed the Turing test over the years. It's nothing special. Which is the reason why they have to keep refining it. Is Chivalry 2 going to be... I'm not sure what engine that it runs on. I don't know that much about it, honestly. I bought it and installed it last night, just because I saw it, and I thought, that'll be kind of a fun distraction. Yeah, Turing test is really not that big of a deal. This is sort of famous for being famous. That's the weird thing about this thought experiment, Gur, is you can actually be an atheist but still believe that. Like, for example, a god could exist, but it not be, you know, metaphysical or magical or whatever, how you want to look at it. It could just be that what we would consider to be a god would be just us in the future doing a simulation, as far as we know. Like, it can have a scientific explanation, but there is no evidence that we're living in a simulation anyways. That is kind of funny. You can actually be an atheist but still believe in something like this. But the difference is that there's no scientific evidence for this whatsoever, so there's no reason to believe it if you are believing in science. Yeah, this is a bit more agnostic, yes, yes. Yeah, I saw you. I saw your ass, Tiger. I was on the road too, actually. Now, the fun thing about this, though, there is... I think it's in Missouri, but it happened like about a decade ago, I think. But they were running tests to try to determine if the universe itself is a simulation, or a hologram, I should say. And I don't mean a hologram like in the, ooh, it's a holographic man. But in like a hologram in the scope of the universe is the universe that we see is actually projected information that has a basis that is somewhere else in terms of universal coordinates. I don't know how to describe it. It's not important. But the conclusion that they reached whenever they were testing for whether there is resolving power below a Planck unit is that they could identify that there was something below there. It's almost like looking at pixels on a computer monitor. Like, if you zoom in on a computer monitor enough, you will get to the point where you will no longer see anything. It'll just be like a box that has one color in it. So if you were to try to zoom in to a Planck unit, which is the smallest conceivable, measurable distance that we have, what would you see below it? And they were trying to see if there would be any sort of information that would be present below that factor. And they determined that, from what they could tell, and how this works I don't know, I'm not a scientist, but they did determine that there probably is something below a Planck unit that can be measured. It wasn't as though they were looking at a pixel, in a sense. So they determined that probably the universe is not, in fact, holographic in nature, it is not a simulation. But if a simulation was advanced enough, and it was controlled by some sort of, you know, future versions of ourselves or higher power, whatever, then you would think that it wouldn't matter if we could test for it because we're inside of a closed environment. It would be like a video game character trying to test to see if they're a video game character. They wouldn't be able to see anything outside of the video game, so what's the point of them trying to test for it? But, point being is, when it comes to any sort of belief in a higher power or anything, you're not gonna, in theory, you wouldn't find any evidence. So, trying to, like, the decision to believe in a higher power is always going to come down to either believing via faith, or it's going to come down to, if you believe in science, acknowledging there's no way that you could discover anything that is external to the system that we live inside of. So of course you will have to live in acknowledgement of what we have access to, and nothing else. So in terms of me talking about this weird thought experiment, it ultimately does not matter. Because if something like that is real, it doesn't affect us, because it can't affect us. Which is sort of beneficial. Like, if we are living inside of a simulation, we have the additional benefit of it not affecting us in a negative way either. We have complete power over the universe that we exist in, whether it is quote-unquote real or not real. Can you be simulated into a furry? Yeah, sure, why not? Or goo. You could be goo if you want to. Yeah, even if we ourselves get to the point where we can simulate realities in the same way that I'm talking about, we ourselves could be a simulation. The simulation that's simulating us could be a simulation. It doesn't matter. This whole series of thoughts just goes nowhere. It's just something fun to think about. Ow! On my neck. Ugh. I like these headphones for being able to noise cancel, but they're just so heavy. I need to get some new headphones. Some new wired headphones. I actually have wireless headphones, but they're kind of a pain in the ass to set up. Anytime you plug them in, the whole audio system freaks out. The anthropic principle? I recognize the term, but it's been like 20 years, I think. Did I update my settings? I fidgeted with them a couple streams back, and I've gotten to where I just reset the application over and over and over again until I get it to actually respond to my voice flaps correctly. So if it seems more responsive, it's probably because of that. Or maybe V2 Studio updated recently, which I sincerely doubt. Quantum computing exists, I think, via entanglement. So it's more a matter of you're creating information in terms of ones and zeros by entangling... I can't remember what's entangled, but it's atomic in nature, whatever it is, I can't remember. But instead of storing things via electricity or via light, you're actually doing it with instantaneous movement of things that have been entangled, which is faster than light. Yeah, the problem with these is that they're heavy and they wear on my ears after time. Did we ever finish watching DS9 and Picardo? Nope. That's going to be completely on Pat and Paige. They're not in a good situation right now. I think, actually wasn't... No, Paige is not streaming anymore. I think she was streaming tonight, I think. Yes, she was. And, I think that she's not able to stream for very long because they have kind of a shitty setup for it, because she has a lot of back problems. And she can't really sit down in a place that's conducive to her being comfortable. Yeah. Oh, so point being is they can't really get in a comfortable situation where they can just sit down and watch Star Trek for like, 6 or something hours. What do you guys think about the Fermi paradox? I'll ask you guys that. I don't know why we got on this discussion. I think someone mentioned that they were not feeling well tonight, like they were depressed, and I started talking about the nature of how brain chemicals work and how being depressed doesn't necessarily mean it's you. Then I started talking about the concept of what self is, soma, and all that. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, we're not going to have consumer-grade quantum computing for a very, very long time. What chair do I have? I have an Aeron. I've had it for a long time, actually. For me. Usually I would buy a chair and it would explode after about a year or a year and a half. This Aeron it will not break. Like, this thing is a rock. You get what you pay for. They're very expensive, but holy shit, this thing has lasted me a long time. And since I basically live in my chair because I have to, because that's my work, like every element of my entertainment and work, and even my personal life many times, orients around this stupid chair, I'm in it all the time. So the fact that this thing has been able to withstand me all these years is amazing. I want to get the... What's the thing that I convinced Paige to buy? It's the better version of this. It's not... It's a Herman Miller... I think it starts with an E. I can't remember. But I want whatever that one is. Yeah, I may have talked about that. I have my own thoughts on the Fermi paradox. But there is a thought process that... I forget what it's called. But there's basically there are a series of stopgaps where species are more likely to sort of eradicate themselves. And we're sort of at it right now, for example. Because we're at the point where with nukes or with destroying our environment, we could destroy ourselves in theory, or actually damage the planet to the point where we would never be able to get off of it. And the theory is that most species that develop intelligence don't have the sort of the willpower or, the resistance factors required in order to sustain themselves long enough to get them off-world. And I forget what that's called, but it is a filter of some sort. Maybe it is just called the Great Filter. Yeah, the M-body, that's what I'm thinking of. And, eventually, whenever aliens get to the point where they could have interstellar travel, you would think that they would have no real reason to Star Trek around looking for other civilizations. And most of the time, by the time... Like, imagine if we got into space tomorrow. Like, we developed some sort of warp drive and were able to warp around to other stars. We would start doing that for a while. We would spread out, start colonizing new places. And it is mathematically unlikely that we will run into another civilization that is exactly the same. Like, we won't run into the Klingons, who, the day before, also just so happened to develop warp drive. We would instead run into, the Borg or something. who have been warping around space for the past 1 million years. Or we will find that no one is there, but we will find a group of, like, primitive creatures that are sort of like, you know, Neanderthals or something. And we realize, oh, they'll be ready for space. Well, they'll be ready for space in, like, 500,000 years. And by the time that they get to the point where they are sending out signals being like, is anyone out there? We'll be like, yeah, we know that you're there. We're not going to talk to you yet, though. Like, part of the Fermi paradox is that we're looking for all the wrong things. Like, we keep looking for radio signals, but why would an alien civilization still be sending out radio signals? Like, even we don't really use radio that much anymore. So we had, like, a burst of, like, a few years where we were using it. And we're still looking for it. Like, supposedly an alien civilization that is even slightly more advanced than we are would still be using, you know, quantum entanglement as bare minimum. Yeah, I'm sure that the minute that we have aliens try to land on the planet, instead of people acknowledging it being like, yay, aliens, we'll have plenty of people that are like, this is some sort of government plot to take our guns, you know, be some half-wit thing. I'm sure that some scared moron primate human would run out there with a pistol and start trying to shoot the aliens. I was afraid. I was afraid of the aliens, so I shot him. Because that's what we are. Like, we are humans. We're enlightened. We have a higher intelligence. The human beings are just stupid. We're just primates like fucking gorillas and chimpanzees. And if there's going to be like a slightly peaceful chimpanzee, there's also going to be a chimpanzee that just freaks out and loses its mind over nothing. And human beings are the same way. Like, some human beings are very open-minded, and we see something in the sky that we don't recognize, we're like, ooh, how interesting. And there's going to be another human that, on the other scale of things, whenever it sees something in the sky that it doesn't recognize, it's going to lose its mind. It's going to start ranting and raving and screaming and trying to get a gun and shoot up at it, and convincing everyone around it to follow it and destroy the evil thing in the sky, because it's afraid, and it doesn't know what to do. So it responds with anger and fear, because it's a stupid primate. That's probably not going to go away for a long time. In fact, it probably will never go away. Actually, it will go away, but only after people start getting off-world. And only whenever people start integrating themselves into the technology. Because think of it this way. If we develop a technology that allows us to turn ourselves into, you know, AI again, like that thing we were talking about, who will adopt that? Maybe people like me, maybe people like you, maybe. Would your grandpa do it? Would your cousin that loves to go out drinking and doesn't understand what a computer is, would she do it? Maybe not. So, natural selection will eventually sort of weed things like that out. So all the people that are more technologically adventurous might become weird techno people, and humans that are terrified of it will just stay humans. So eventually we will end up with different species of people, because some people will want to go to space, and they will become weird space people that have the personalities of people that would want to go to space. And we would have techno people that have the personalities of people that would want to become techno people. And then we will have ordinary people that just stay exactly the same, even though the world around them keeps changing, because they're just too scared to do anything else. So it'll eventually change, in a sense. I'm describing what happens in a lot of sci-fi, because it's a very, very common concept. Because if you sit there and think about it at all, to any degree, everyone eventually reaches the same conclusions, because it's gonna happen. Maybe not in the form of technology or whatever that people are thinking, but something like that will eventually happen. What would I want to be in the Star Wars universe? I would like to be inside of a Togruta lady. That's what I'd like to be. Did he say he'd like to be a Togruta lady? No, I didn't. Like, when human beings have looked up at the stars, sure, we've wanted to explore the unknown, but we've also wanted to find hot women up there that are especially compatible. Because, let's face it, organisms be wanting to multiply against all odds. This is what we really want when it comes down to it. Would I want my digital version of myself to actually be a little purple Linksman? No, of course not. Then again, actually, think of it this way. Think of it this way. Would finding a significant other be easier for you if everyone in the entire world looked like the same person? In the sense that, like, let's say you're a hetero, for the sake of making this more simple. So everyone in the world looks like the same guy. And everyone in the world that is a woman or whatever responds to you sexually, whatever, looks like the same woman. Like, they're all the same ideal. And I don't mean the same woman as in, like, oh, it's some lady that was born in 1943 I have no interest in. I mean, they look like your ideal. Like, whatever your exact physical ideal happens to be, that's what you see. And I say that only because I want it to be clear with this thought experiment that, and that would actually be an existential crisis, yes. It would not be desirable. But, point being is the only thing that would differentiate people would be their personalities, their circumstances, I don't know, their health, their age, experience, things like that. So you would never have to worry about what people look like ever again. Because there has been... there have been people in the past where I've seen them and be like, oh wow, she's really good looking. And that does sort of tinge the way that I view them. And the same has existed in reverse too. Where I think this person has a great personality, but I'm just not physically attracted to them. This being online, isn't it? In a sense, yeah. In a sense. Although with being online, you don't get to physically see anyone. And part of our human physiology is seeing someone physically and going, oh, I'm physically attracted to them because we're wired that way. Most of us are. Are the ones that reproduce and make more humans are wired that way. So, the problem with online is that you don't get any of that at all. Yeah, the problem with anything like this is when it comes to evolution, the only things that evolve are going to be things that want to keep reproducing. So, for like someone that doesn't want to reproduce, their personality traits that make them who they are probably will not get inherited, because how could they be? You know, this is, you know, how species work in the first place. It's not an ethical thing, it's just a matter of how biology works. Although some people have theorized that that's the reason why that a lot of that things like people have wondered how come homosexual people will continue to exist even though there's nothing selecting for them. And people will point it out, well, human beings and even animals still have biological groups where they're very closely related to something else. So especially with humans, having like homosexual partners is actually very good for their gene group because it creates more of a focus on children that they did not have, but they still want to raise because of their familial ties. But that's just a theory. I don't know how true that actually is. Why did I bring this up? Oh, yeah, that. But point being, with this whole idea of what if everyone looked the same, and you could filter completely by what people look like, by what people's personalities are instead of what they look like. Flip that now, and let's say that everyone can change exactly what they look like whenever they want to. And you kind of get this with VTubers too. Like I've said in the past that I didn't want to be an anime fuckboy when it comes to making my avatar, because all guys that actually do VTubing tend to look exactly the same. Like there's not that many of them, but the ones that are there, they kind of all look like the same person. They're always this extremely attractive anime boy that has that same like slender eye look to them, with not really chiseled. They have that sort of dagger face and the woofy hair, and you know what they look like. There's tons of them. And I didn't want to be another one of those people. But if you can look like anything, if everyone can look like anything that they want to, then who are going to be the people that stand out? If everyone can just choose to be as attractive as possible, then what is actually going to distinguish you? Maybe being a little weirdo. So maybe if people could actually be whatever they want to be, whenever they want to be it, one, people would have sort of an existential crisis because what actually am I? They don't have an identity because they can change whatever they want about themselves whenever they want to. Or the priority that people have will become something non-physical because they can just be whatever they want whenever they want to be it. Like imagine if you are imagine you're like a common garden variety biological organism person, human, and you want to pair up with either a woman or a man, whatever, in a sexual way, because you're just, you're a garden variety person. You're in a relationship. Let's just say that you are. I know you're not. No, sorry. I'm playing around. Let's say that you're in a relationship, and you that night decide, I would like you to be a redhead, or I would like you to be blonde, or I would like you to be 20, or I would like you to be 40. Your partner can do anything. You can do anything for your partner. You could decide, tonight I would like you to be male. Or let's make up a completely new gender identity, and we'll design it over a period of a few days, and then we'll implement it, and then you will be that person. That will be a fun thing for us to do. Just whatever. You could do all those things. You could even be a horse. Yes. Well, the idea isn't necessarily this just for sex. This is just the easiest way to imagine this, I guess, for most people. Because why would you be fetishizing how people look other than that? But you can use this for anything. It could just be the physical presence of being around someone, if that's what you're going for. It doesn't matter. Just, point being is that you can change into whatever you want to. If that is true, then it doesn't matter what you choose to look like initially. The only thing that people will be looking for is what your behavior is like, what your personality is like. Because if you're like, oh, the thing that you chose to be is attractive, but I prefer blondes or something, you can just become one. It doesn't matter. So how exactly are you going to filter not only what you choose to be, but what you're looking for? Also, as a result, who would be the most successful? Like, For us, we get sort of a random video game role of what we look like, right? Some of us are born just looking outrageously hot to most people. And if you're a guy, you can disseminate your disgusting human seed all over the place. And as a result, you make lots and lots of kids because you're a horrible person that doesn't want to raise his own kids. This is less so for humans and more for just most species. Like for most, it'd be easier to think about this in terms of like I don't know, like most mammals, like you're a rat or something. You're like a really hot rat. You're very healthy. You're like at the top of your physical game, blah, blah, blah. So you're able to spread your genetics around like crazy. And it's, even for like a female rat, you have an energy threshold and a time threshold. Because male can make more of itself really, really easily. But a female actually requires a lot of time and energy and great personal risk. And that's the reason why typically females are the selectors of most species, because of the biological imperative. But that all comes down to physical health and what they look like and how they can peacock themselves and things like that. And even with humans, that's still kind of true. Like a lot of it comes down to how physically attractive you are, whether you can gain resources in order to supply yourself with what you need in order to attract a mate, or attract more mates, or raise kids, you know, stuff like that. But if you start removing all those elements, then what do you have left? What becomes the selector? If you can look like whatever you want to, and even if you can alter your personality to be whatever it is that you need, what becomes the thing that makes you selected by evolution to be successful? I don't know. It's another thought experiment thing. Yeah, success? I don't know what success is anymore, once you get to that point. Yep. I think that at that point, it depends on what the nature of the technology is. There could still be a natural selection, if that's true. But if the technology is open enough, it would be completely driven by natural or personal selection. Yeah, that's kind of more what I was getting at. If selection is being driven completely by your personality, then what would people want to be to make themselves as attractive as possible? Yeah, we're kind of ignoring a lot of that. If you're at the point where technology can just do all these things, then you probably don't have to worry about your own personal genetics anymore anyways. But we're sort of putting that to the side because this is just a thought experiment. Because the point of this is, if the only method of selection ever is going to be personality and nothing else, then what drives selection? If everyone was asexual? I don't think so. More if everyone could alter their physical identity at a whim. Because asexual people don't want to reproduce anyways. So there's no selection process, really. Other than them, helping out with other people. Are there frame drops? There was like a couple a bit ago. There is sort of a selection process for asexual people in terms of biology, because asexual people will still help to raise the kids of their local biological group, more likely, as well as people that they found value in. So there is a selection process for it. It's just not a very strong one. Unless, of course, everyone, like half the population suddenly became asexual, I guess. Yeah, I mean, you could still reproduce as an asexual person, but I'm assuming that people are exercising their own will and not doing that. Although this doesn't necessarily mean that they don't. Just, you know. If we're going off of the concept that this is all based on free will. Because some people have kids when they don't want to have kids with someone, for example. Like that happens all the time. We're kind of just putting all that stuff to the side. And this is kind of interesting to me because we do sort of have that in terms of the internet. Because when you're on the internet, you can be whatever you want to, in a very vague sense. Because you can catfish people, and you can also behave in a way that is not how you would actually behave. So you can even alter people's perception of what you are, what you look like, and almost everything. Even your friend groups and your circumstances and your income, everything about you can be a lie. Which is very dangerous. Thankfully, I think, like, these days, a lot of people have gotten more privy to how that works, so it's not quite as much of a threat as it used to be, especially in the 2000s. Like, back in the 2000s, it was just a nightmare. Because everyone was... there was no protection for anything. Catfishing should weird you out. It's a really creepy and nasty thing to do. I mean, hell, even before we had the internet, people still catfish one another in a sense. Like, you can dress to be a completely different looking person. You can act in a way that you would not normally act if you're trying to seduce someone, I guess. This is part of it. This is part of the human method of reproduction, since we're social animals. Do people in chat rooms still ask ASL? I don't think so. I remember back in high school, we discovered Yahoo chat groups, and we were doing that. And, so I vaguely recall having to have ASL explained to me. Of course, this is back in, like, 1998, I think? Anyways, I guess it's been an hour. I should probably play this stupid video game. Even though I'm sure that probably about 10 or 20 people will leave the moment that I start playing it. No, I want the weird existential bullshit. That's what I want. Were Yahoo chat... Really? It was still around in the early 2000s? If it's not something that was very 1990s, and then it kind of just died. I never actually used... Oh, wait, I did. I used America Online whenever I was over at my aunt and uncle's house. Okay, pause you. It's okay, Heart, you can go to bed. I was trying to actually stream earlier today. I almost did. But, one, I got home from the doctor and I was really tired and I just passed out. I tried to lie down for a while, and I was like, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna stream in a second, because it's like 6 o'clock, I'll be fine. And then I fell asleep, and like 3 minutes of just lying there, I passed out completely, and then woke up at a weird time. Also, my brother came over, and I'm pretty sure that his phone or his niece's iPad or something is riddled with something that chokes the fuck out of my internet. So I had to wait for them to also leave before I could even do startup, which meant like another 40 minutes. But anyways, because even though, like, he's working on something out there, but even the fact that he is somewhat nearby, like near the barn, we still have a barn, is enough to choke it out. Anyways, okay. Let me start up old Chivalry 2, see what's going on over there. Well, if everyone was asexual, we'd have different kinds of problems, wouldn't we? The world's an amazing, fucked up place. Everything's constantly in motion, and not necessarily going in the right direction. Okay. Let me first... Also, it's kind of weird, whenever I actually look directly at the camera, it can't quite track my mouth movements. But if I look over this direction, it's fine. Okay, there we go. Go over the game stream. I haven't actually added the game yet. Game capture. You can do it. There we go, okay. There we are. I'm a little bitty kitty. Little bitty kitty. I'm a little bitty kitty just trucking along. One day I will figure out how to transition between my OBS elements, my scenes, so that it like automatically plays music or it automatically starts playing my backgrounds or something. I'll figure it out one day. Probably in like 20 years. But not today. The model looks 3D most of the time? That's good. It is clearly not. But still. It's good that it looks that way. Yeah, I don't hear many people talking about Chivalry these days. Thanks, Vampy. Yeah. It's not a... Well, yeah, I mean, it's not a PNG, it's a PSD that has been... had all of its layers exported into different segments so that you can move around and it becomes an image. I hand drew this myself. Like if I zoom... Actually, hold on. If you zoom in... See, I'm right here. It's me. If you zoom in enough, you can actually see the line strokes. See? It's not really a model. It's just a drawing. And I am a kitty cat. Also, my mouth wobbles a lot whenever I'm completely motionless. Because it's struggling to keep up. But whenever you view me at... like, it doesn't matter... Because my internet connection is still limited, I can't send video at a bitrate high enough that you guys can actually see how good this actually looks. So the only time where it actually looks appropriately okay is whenever I just zoom in really hard. And I'm like big kitty. Okay. The whatever invasion has begun. That's great, buddy. That's great. Okay. You guys give me a moment to pee my brains out, and then I'll be back. This is gonna be like 1 minute. And I will be back. Oh! And I may as well run an ad, because it's gonna be about 1 minute anyways. Never mind. The last ad was about 6 minutes ago, and it won't let me do it. That's very cool as well. I will pee now. And stop talking. That's exactly what I will do. Stop talking. Oh, okay, I'm back. Yeah, I also noticed that my internet must be doing okay lately. Because I've gotten to where I don't really drop frames anymore. For the time being, until things change. I don't know what they did exactly, but it got way better. And ever so often, if I drop even like... There's a moment where I drop like 10 frames. I will look over and I will see one person in chat. What happened? Are frames dropping? Is my internet dropping out? Like, dude, it was 10 frames. Who cares? And that's when I know that it's okay. Because the flip side is whenever I'm dropping like 50% of my frames, there are plenty of people in chat that are like, oh, who cares? It doesn't matter. It's barely noticeable. And then I'll look at the VOD and I'm a slideshow and I'm like... Anyways. Video game. Video game. Video game. Okay. I got new internet? Nope. Not at all. That's what I need to do today. Damn it. I completely forgot whenever I got home. I was going to contact... that horse looks so sickly. Look at that. Can you... Look at this horse's face. Its eyes are like way too big for its head. It's so weird. I was going to contact my future, maybe ISP, to see if they had finally got their funding for their internet rollout or not. But I didn't do that. So instead, I will simply hope that that continues on the way that's continuing on right now. I don't know. Who knows? Have I played D&D yet? Nope. Not yet. It'll be July. Yeah, the fact that the internet works the way that it does it all is kind of amazing. Oh, the software for this. Yeah, you can actually assemble it in different ways, but the one people usually use is called Live 2D Cubism. Although you need to pay a subscription, a monthly subscription, to be able to keep using it for the license. So that's the reason why that I had to hire someone out for it. Because I don't want to go through the trouble of having to do it and then do all the work myself and have to learn it and upkeep it and keep paying the monthly fee, even though I'm probably not going to be using it any more than like once a year. Like there's no need. Anyways, video game. Okay. I wanted to show this. Because I was actually... How dare you keep using that voice? No.
Hurry on!
There we go, okay. I wanted to show the level of customization of this. It's kind of amazing that there's this much. But there's 4 different classes, right?
To battle!
And whenever you go into them, there's tons of different head types. Eye color, hair, beard, change your nickname, change your voice, face paint, little imperfections, change your helmet, your armor sets, way you look, your different heraldry options, change what weapon that you're using. Also, my kitty cat is kind of slowing down. But only whenever I click in. It's strange. Anyways.
Forward!
But in addition to that, it changes based on what faction that you're using. So you actually can customize 4 different ones depending on what faction that you're using. And that's true of all 4 of these. So there's actually like 16 different characters in a sense that you can do. Can you make a gross old man? I guess. I'm not really sure. I'm not gonna play around with the customization right now. I'm just gonna try to get into it. Because there's also like progression in the sense that you have to buy certain things. Like oh, that one unlocks at level 50. I'm not sure why this one is locked. Helmets, try that. Yeah, like this for example. You can unlock this using their special currency or the currency that you earn via fighting. So there is a progression system. Okay. I have not actually really played this beyond the tutorial, so we'll see what happens. 64-player mixed modes. 40-player mixed modes. Standalone servers. Beginner mode. An ocean invasion. Ride the war on horseback, or... No, I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to confuse myself. I guess I'll just start with... I think this is the standard mode. Okay, we'll give this a whirl. It'd be funny if I couldn't get any matches tonight. That would be real funny. Oh, here it goes. Also, I hope... There's something about this game that's causing my kitty cat to slow down. It's not windy, it's Winry. How dare you? Actually, it could also just be Winnie. Duels and... Oh, I don't want any duels. The whole appeal to this is that there's so many people that you get lost in the crowd, so there's no one to look at you and be like, that guy sucks. This guy's the worst. You don't have to worry about it. Although I get the impression that this game is really not optimized well at all. Hand off heart. Alright. Get some rest. Bye-bye. I also get the impression that maybe people might be having problems connecting. You get the impression? Lynx is very slow. Actually, hold on. I wonder if this has anything to do with it. Sort of? Not really. Kind of does? Yeah, the tracking does take a lot. I think maybe it's just the... It's probably... Usually whenever I see other people with not kitty cats, but usually hot anime waifus, have problems with theirs, it's because of some sort of particle physics that are on the screen. Is the game just locked up? I'm pretty sure that the game just locked up. I mean, it's not locked up, it's just... There's nothing to connect to. It's not doing a good job. Yeah. So maybe I'll just have to crash the game and relaunch it and see what happens. Or actually, first, Chivalry 2. Come on. Chivalry 2, stuck on connecting to server. I want to see how common this is. Stuck on connecting to server. Connecting problems. Stuck on connecting. By the way, I think Chivalry 2 is on sale right now. That's the reason why I bothered to get it. I found a workaround, restart your router before you want to play. I actually did that. And for some magical reason, this fixes it. Sure. Stuck on connecting. So this apparently is something that happens all the time. Either way, it looks like we are not going to be playing tonight unless I can get that fixed. So give me a moment. Off. Chivalry. Behave yourself. Come on, you can do it. There's also just way too much running at the moment. Like, I'm actually using almost 50% of my memory just moving around at the moment. Chivalry 2. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? It's always good for a video games developers whenever someone tries it for the first time and the entire experience is it not working. It really showcases the strong points of the game. It reminds me of Outriders. I recall going in with Pat and Paige as a favorite to them. Oop. There it goes. And Outriders just shitting itself. Like, their servers were down for like 2 weeks. It just didn't really work at all. And the game itself also had a lot of trouble. Okay, let's try again. How about 40 player? Maybe that would be less insane. Well, hold on. Beginner mode? Sure. That's me, isn't it? Beginner. Also, I'm a little bit smoother now. Not by much, though. Connecting. There we go. Now we can play the video game, in theory. Okay. Okay, trying to stream is always such a fucking mess.
On Aberfell.
Raid on Aberfell. I really hate the voices in this game.
Aberfell. The Masons must pay for the desecration of Gallencourt. Take the village, conquer the Highlands, and destroy the heretics' ancient stones.
I don't know what I'm doing. I like all the people popping up out of the ground, though.
Gathians, kidnap the peasantry. Take possession of those pigs.
Capture the pigs. What an amazing objective. I've always wanted to capture the pigs. I can actually hear someone behind me screaming that I need to capture the pigs. Okay. Hell yeah.
Protect our stockpile.
Damn pig protectors. The pigs belong to me now. Pick up this pig. Oh my god, this butthole's like right in the screen. Okay, we're trying to move it someplace. Why would they do this? Hello. Can I put the pig down? Apparently not. Oh, there it goes. It wouldn't let me put the pig down. To initiate the pig transfer. Yeah, this is the reason why I wanted to play this game. Just because it's fucking stupid. Ow. Bitch. Oh, there's another one. Ow. Yeah, I don't know why it marked objective as being the enemy base, I think. It's like, go here with the pig. Alright, I'll go there. But then there were bad men. That's like the opposite of what we want, isn't it? We want good men. We want strong, handsome men.
Kill them where they stand!
No, no. Don't kill them where they stand. Simply pick up the pig. The latest in butthole technology. Ow. Oh, wow, you can get downed. I like when a guy just looked like he was very tired. Oh, I switched to first person for some reason. I guess you just have to, like, get one person to carry the pig and the other ones just slobber knock around you. Okay. Nice. I'm so broke. Ow. Fuck. Nice. Brave. Oh, jeez. I get the feeling that a lot of this comes down to being swarmed with enemies. Yeah, the pigs are surprisingly chill. Pigs that big usually are. It's not until you really grease them up and spook them, and they're small, that they kind of take off. Resupply? Oh, a bandage kit. I was throwing bandage kits. Yeah, not quite really sure what I'm supposed to be doing, honestly. Oops, sorry.
Don't kill me! I'm but a little man!
I'm not quite sure how the block... I think part of it is the latency, but I'm not quite sure how the blocking system really works. I know you're supposed to, like, aim towards where the hit is coming from, but it doesn't really work that well. That may just be a latency thing, I'm not really sure. Also, the fact that I'm streaming is probably not helping. Also, the fact that this is not an amazing video game. Capture the peasants. Come here, peasant.
For the cross and lion!
Comes after the initial pillaging.
Oh, he's chasing me. He's gonna get me.
Ah, the sun is in my eyes.
Crap. He saw me. Damn. The combat is entertaining. I'm sure that there's probably some really good players that get like 50 kills in a row without dying or something. In a way that I don't understand. Oh, I can. Oh, yeah, I can jump. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's what I like about this game. It is very silly. Oh, don't hit me. Damn it. My own teammate hit me accidentally. I was gonna come up from behind and chop him in the back and be cool. I love how the music seemed a bit overemphasized for what's happening. It is good music, but...
They are out of resources! Let us push deeper!
Yes!
Masons are rallying
Uh-oh.
to that tower! Bring it down!
Yeah. What are you doing over here, sir? Oh, poor pig. He never got abducted. That was really intense. Okay, what are we doing? Destroying the tower somehow? I'm really glad to hear it. I'm very excited. I love hearing a guy in the background screaming his head off.
Scatter the Masons by destroying
Okay, what do I do with it? Whoa, he kind of just vanished. Is this going to ever explode? I can hear you. Whoa! What happened? I just vanished. An arrow hit me, but I didn't expect it to make me just blink out of existence. Yeah, I kind of hate the voices, but I also kind of like them. Bastard bowman. Take that, you bad man. Such a naughty boy. Oh, I wanted to fill him. Too bad. Jesus is never happy to see me. He keeps sending me back. I get the feeling that whenever I'm going to assume that we switch sides at some point. I'm going to assume that whenever we switch sides, we're going to get the shit kicked out of us. Because it seems like these people know what they're doing, and I do not. Oh! I thought he died. I was going to light that thing on fire. What I think it is, Team Fortress... Well, there has to be a way of actually accomplishing the goal and then measuring whether you succeeded. Other than just the timer running out.
Slay them all!
Alright, calm down. I know we need to slay them all, but not right now. I think some of these guys might be bots. Damn. Wow, went through all my blocks. I must have not been aiming correctly.
Scatter the Masons by destroying that tower!
Oh yeah, there's like special moves. I forgot about that. It said bees. This guy's getting stuck in the bees.
Got him? Take that tower down!
This is silly. Oh, it's still ignits. Uh-oh. It's alright. Ow. Oh, no. He's a good man. Bow man. Fuck you, bow man. Damn, the bow guys are really annoying. I want to be a bow guy. Because I want to be the guy that just sits in the back being annoying. And then whenever people see me that I'm shooting them in the head, I run away tittering. Whoa! That looked like shit. I love it.
Defenseless now.
Fucker.
Establish a foothold by capturing that hamlet.
Can I run?
Agatha!
Is there a run button? I think you just automatically start running if you... Whoa! What was that? I was not expecting that. Oh, I see you. Nah, I saw them, but I couldn't do anything about it. Oh, my neck. It's fun to murder people. Holy shit. God, I love murdering. Archers. See you, motherfucker. Damn you, vile red people! Damn, this is too much. Have I launched someone on the catapult yet? No, I have not. Do people still play this? Like, I know it's only like a year old, I think. Oh no, not the... Oh, not my butt. I needed that. That's my best part. Can I see like a score or something? Probably doing very badly. No, I'm number 1. Ugh, that's not a good sign. It says that I was rank 1, which is very unfortunate. Damn. It's really hard to get... Wait, dodging. I keep forgetting I can dodge. I should be dodging. That's what I should be doing. Oh, there's warhammers. I want to use a warhammer. I don't know how, though. I just began with a Bardiche, and I'm not really quite sure how I stop using one. I guess I have to equip it in the menu or something. What the? Knives do seem really, not strong, but it's easy if you're in a group of people with knives. Ow. Now, what are we doing here? Capturing hamlets? Grab the eggs. Fuck yeah. Oh, I have a knife now for some reason. Guess I'll be using a knife. Guess I won't be using a knife. I do like the respawning. It's very fast, but then again, it is creating a bit of a problem where it's really hard to make any progress. I'm gonna kill this archer from behind. Like a bastard. Oh no, you don't, motherfucker. That's right. Depraved pagans. Yeah, it's kind of hard. The one-on-one is kind of difficult. It's very awkward. Okay, do you switch? No, guess not. 22 takedown. Yeah, that sounds about right. 16 kills, 18 deaths. I don't know what I'm doing, so going almost 50-50 sounds okay to me. No, I guess you don't switch. What do you guys think about Chivalry 2? Other than it has troubles connecting sometimes. Yeah, I would prefer it if the game was lock-on. But, you know. Jank must be jank. Yeah, the highlight has probably been the pig anus, to be fair. I never actually played Mordhau. And there is a new horse update of some sort, which I don't really care about.
The Strait at Lion Spire has never been penetrated by any enemy vessel. This channel is littered with the bones of hundreds of
I enjoyed playing For Honor against the AI. Not PvP, though. The fact that there's so many people is what saves it. Because you don't really have to worry too much about, oh, you got B1 wood, bro. There's none of that. Yeah, just hitting people from the behind is really important, it seems like. Okay. Stop the battering rams. You say so. Ah. Oh, come on. How does it feel? Jams, thank you. I looked away for a second and died. Thank you, Jams. Yeah. How do I stop the battering rams? Do I just walk up to them and ask them politely? I think I could use the bandage kits on myself somehow, but I'm not really sure how. Oh, wait, I can heal myself. That's true. Oh, you just stand next to it. Whoops. Whoa. I like how they just vanish. Okay, we can contest it, but we can't actually push it backwards? Oh, shit. I'm not quite sure what to do here. They don't seem to really care about this one. Deserting? What do you mean deserting? We haven't even had supper yet. Maybe let's go check out the other ram. At least this one does have a respawn timer. Where am I now? It's so overdone. Like he's way too excited. I see you, motherfucker. Damn, I couldn't dodge. You can get stunned, so you can't actually dodge. I thought that might solve a few problems, but it does not. Very bloody and meaty, though. You can duck an enemy attack by crouching. Looking down or up? It's way too complicated. I understand that, but it's still a bit complicated.
Must protect the gate.
Oh, come on. Sylvester! Uh-oh. There's just so many of them. I think that people bring shields probably as a measure of just wasting other people's time. Maybe? Maybe that's what the shields are for.
Take heed! A Mason ram has reached the gates!
Aw. I want a warhammer. It's my favorite weapon. I wonder if I like warhammers or lucernes more. Probably warhammers. Lucernes are about the same thing, but they're also more marketable. So I appreciate the utility of an actual just warhammer. Whoa! Ghosts! I think? What happened? Ooh. Damn archers! Kill that fucking archer. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Stab this one from behind. Stab from behind.
Hold the gates! No!
Ah,
The gate
damn.
has fallen! Fall back to the square! Brothers, we must defend the town square!
Yikes.
Well, it's actually more historically accurate that no one's using shields. Because whenever you're wearing a suit of plate armor, you're wearing it. There's no reason to have a shield. That's the reason why people made them in the first place. Am I running the wrong way? Where am I? Where am I going? Am I just supposed to be here? Where is everyone? Why is everyone just running around in a circle? No, this was the right direction. Yeah, this was... I'm supposed to be going over here.
Enemy off at the main plaza!
Hello, whatever that was. Nice! I like whenever I'm about to die, just chucking my weapon at them. That's fun. Whether it be a knight or a pirate? Well, they're both awful people, actually. Probably a knight. Pirates didn't live very long. Like, even the greatest pirates historically lived about 2 years. Whoops, wrong button. Ooh. Well, that guy sure made a mockery of us. Didn't help that I couldn't remember what my buttons did. You don't really have much time to heal in this game, though. Once you're in there, you're kind of just in there, you know? Oh. I guess they think that the team damage is going to offset a lot of the problems of too many people being in one direction. Did he throw a chicken? Man, the combat is so awkward. It's it's fine, but it's very awkward. The game is a little bit crazy. It's distracting and entertaining, though. I'm not sure what its longevity would be, but... Can I climb this? I can. Ah! Being surrounded again. Damn. I took off that guy's arm! I pointed at the screen just now. He lost his arm. It's but a flesh wound. He was fine. He kept fighting. What a badass. I want to be on Team Red.
Hold the square from the masons.
I never tried more hell enough. Ah. I don't really understand the kick. Huh, I think he's picking up things. Wonder how you do that. Man, there's so much about this game I don't understand. Of course, I just started playing it, like, right now.
Brothers, the town square is nearly lost.
That's great, buddy. Curses! God damn it! Fucking bitch!
Defend the gatehouse banners!
Motherfucking cunt! We lost the front gate or whatever. God fucking damn it. Motherfucker. Shucks! By the beard of Zeus! Can I... Oh, I can. Okay. And now we just fight here, I guess? Oh, I'm not using... How did I switch weapons? What's going on? What happened? I somehow switched to a knife. Did I mash something in? Wait a second. No? How did I do that? Did I hit a button? Oh, what? What am I looking at here? Okay. Oh, okay. I must have hit like left or right. Damn. It's really hard to get on their side. I wonder if my crap stays. It did. So can I just keep deploying these things? No, I can only do one. Okay. Oh, no, you don't. Nice. Perish, filthy archer. Did he dive off the edge? The guy just, rather than being killed by me, did he just run off and jump into the sea?
Defend! The bastards are closing in! Upon our walls!
Tomfoolery, that's what that is. Yeah, you can feint in this game.
Defend those banners!
That dude, the one-armed dude, is still here. He was here. He's fine. Oh, you can... Oh. I bet this game's really hard if you play against people that know what they're doing. Like, really know what they're doing. Because I feel like we're just running together, just slobber knocking. You're Polish? Yeah, my English isn't very good either. Do I play Chivalry? No. This is the first time I'm playing it. But thank you, Wilson. Wilsonick. I, in fact, don't know what I'm doing at all. Ah. Damn, I just don't have the time to... I wonder how you counter that. Because it seems like, maybe it's because my weapon is too slow. But someone can just kind of walk up to me and kick me over and over, and I can't seem to do anything about it. Because my weapon isn't really that fast. And I can't block it. Maybe I dodge it. Maybe that's what I do. Maybe I play for you. Here's the controller. Here you go. Come on, you can do it. Whoa, whoa. I love it when they just vanish. I'm sorry, Sylvester. Come on. See, I was trying to kick and it wouldn't respond. That's weird. Yeah, it's a distracting and entertaining little game. I need to use range to my advantage? Okay. Kind of awkward to do in this. I'll give it a shot.
Keep the Masons away from those banners!
Okay, that was interesting. Uh-oh. I don't think diplomacy is going to work in this circumstance. Oh, they destroyed our whatever they were.
Within our walls. Defend the trebuchet. They must
A trebuchet?
on their ship.
I've never heard of anyone call it a trebuchet.
I cannot.
Man, it's really easy to destroy those things. It goes on so long.
The defense of the trebuchet.
It's way too long of a scream.
Consider yourself in danger.
Whoops, sorry. Sorry, Bill. I can hear someone else screaming as he makes his way here. Ah, crap. It does have a little bit of Tig-Tone energy, doesn't it? I kind of just want to run up and throw my Bardiche as hard as I can. Not even try the fight. Fighting is the coward's way. Wow. Whoa! I'm guessing that they probably set an explosive there. If I had to take a wild guess. Or that guy just hit me so hard, he unlocked his limiter at the very last second. Maybe that's what happened. Yeah, I think you just run by holding forward, and eventually you kind of just go. Although I don't think anyone's really playing on my side. Because there doesn't seem to be any allies for me. I could have been near that one. Damn. Now there's just not enough blue people for some reason. I'm 3rd rank, supposedly. No, okay, I think that just means my level. Yeah. It's not my rank. I'm like level 1 or level 3. That's what's going on. Yes, okay. Yes, I understand now.
By any means necessary.
Well, like right now, I don't see anyone. I mean, there's one guy. Like, I think it's just me and like one other guy that are actually playing.
Let's make a...
Like, is anyone else Damn. I suck at this. Yeah, I think teammates are just quitting or something. Because I just recognized, like, okay, yeah, there's one or two. Oh well. I was hoping I'd get at least one win tonight. We had more kills, although that doesn't really mean anything. Yeah, I was the worst human player. Although, even then, I had 28 kills and 24 deaths. Slight improvement. Yeah, I kind of get the impression that the games go on long enough that whenever people see they're not going to win, they just leave. Maybe. Or people get tired of doing it and leave. Okay, so by 30 players, it doesn't mean 60 players. It means 15. Well, we had more bots than teammates, so that's probably why. Defend the rock. The big rock. Wow, what a throne for assholes. Oh, I'm red this time. No problem, Picard. Why did it locked me to moving? Shit. Yeah, whenever we started, it was making us run forward and it wouldn't actually let me move. That's the reason why I ran over that guy's head. Tackle? Oh, there is a tackle. Okay, where is everyone? Oh, they're over there. Okay. Am I supposed to do anything to it? Probably not. Whoops! Damn it. I just knew I was going to get trapped behind that wood. It also didn't help that I killed one of my teammates. He'll get better, though. It's fine. Also, don't you like the fact that we have pet doors that we come out of? It's very cute. Yeah, you can kind of win one tower kind of easily by just piling tons of people onto it, but you can't stop the other one. Can I heal him?
I refuse. Being strong is
God damn. It's really hard to aim. With the overhead, anyways.
That's about enough.
It won't work.
The screams are just nightmarish. Whoa.
You louts! The Agathian towers are at the wall!
So, can I...
Soldiers, defend the fort
oh, I guess it
wall.
just automatically makes the other one succeed. So you actually have to stop both of them. And if you don't stop both of them... Whoa. Never get tired of that. Nor them just vanishing. That's like my favorite. Okay. Poor Rickard. I get the feeling those are bots, though.
You
Yes,
fools,
that was a
they have
bot.
nearly taken control
Actually,
of
there's
our
only
walls.
3 people on the other side. No wonder I'm such a badass. Sorry, sorry. Clearly your fault, though. Do you get this suspicion that it's a bot when it's just running in circles without any clear motivation? Whoops. Yeah, the game's much more engaging when you have people to slaughter. Ow. What are they doing? Such mysterious enemies. Yeah, the bot does. They don't care. They don't mind if they die. It's just another fun adventure for them.
I cannot. I can't.
I'm not allowed to heal? Oh. What if I could put it here? They probably won't do anything, though. Okay. Another objective failed
Ollie,
against the bots.
The Agathians have taken the walls! Protect the camp for the order!
Damn. I was hoping to get him before the other guy got me in the back. I think Chivalry 2 has been out a while, hasn't it? It's just on sale right now, I thought. I thought it'd been out like a year or something. Defend the tents. Okay. Those tents look pretty undefended. Ah, crud. Oh, I can't block, of course. Because I don't have a shield and the knife is one-handed. It's been out a year, but it got an update. Oh yeah, the horsey update. I don't care about the horses, though. I just wanted to chop. I want to chop chop. What the? Wow, the guy can keep punching? He can headbutt! That's great. Even if they're losing both arms, he can headbutt. That's really intense. I am mildly engaged.
This is bad.
Defend the camp!
Man, it's easy to build one of those. Sir? sir. Wow, he does not give a shit, does he?
You boobs say I'm destroying the camp.
You boobs.
Stop them.
Yeah, the tents will be fine, probably. Probably not. Am I supposed to do things to these, or... No? Okay. Really need 2 people. The new objective, find some guy and then just go around with him until there are more than one guy, then leave him. Ugh, I'm doing second best. That's not a good sign. Then again, a lot of them, those kills came from the bots. Oh, that was weird. Yeah.
They've destroyed our camp. Hurry, block those siege ramps.
Did he bite me? I think that guy on the ground bit me. Forward spawn, yes. Okay. Or not.
Ouch!
Ouch? Did you really just say ouch? Ooh, nice. Oh, I have to contest this? No. Okay. Oh no, yes, I do need to contest this. Damn! Whoa! Tents don't matter. Who really needs tents, you know? No one ever did anything useful in a tent. Like the guy peeking up from behind. What the? Oh. Like that dirty AI scum. Okay. This one's fine. That one is clearly not fine. That's not good. It's really hard to land that, though. Okay, they're all ahead. What is hit? Oh, the guy on the ground. Zounds. Okay. Can I just... Yeah, I can go this way. I can also rat buck around from behind. Oh, there's no one here. Whoa! You guys see that? He was clearly already beaten, and as he was dying, I managed to behead him for no reason. I'm pitifully soft. It helps with the murder. Guys on the other side. Damn. Why would I commend another player for killing me? I'd want to insult them and spit on their boots. Maybe deride their mother. Stop the siege run. Gosh, we got 5 minutes left though. I don't think we can manage this for 5 minutes. Not behind me, not behind me. I was trying to at least make them spread out. At least you get a good glimpse of my bloody butt. My bloody butt cheeks. What a nasty centerpiece. If you're making a town, why would you have this be your center tree? I'm sure there's some sort of history behind it, but who really cares, you know? This looks dirty. Better try to put a stop to whatever's going on here. Does he have a human head? I'm pretty sure this guy is carrying a human head. That's his head, though. What the? How did I die? What a mystery. Hmm. Did he throw the head? That would be funny. Damn, Bardiche is so slow though. I think I would actually do better with something that was faster and had sort of a medium range. Like a warhammer. Okay, that one's not moving. Actually, neither is this one. Wait, what? Sword. Yes, sword. Although I don't have a shield now. Ugh. Well, we'll see. Aha! Oh. Maybe back to Bardiche. Now this is a 50 player... No, well actually I don't know. No, this is the beginner mode or whatever. Because I just started playing. So I think there's actually barely any people in here. Yeah, see? It's only like a 10-person server. Yeah, this is a mode for all the losers. This is for all the people that don't know what in the world they're doing. Or the people that are smurfing and just want to try to own all the new players, as it were. You can change loadout with M? Well, I'm not playing on keyboard. I'm using whatever this is. Like, change class this way? Of course, I don't have anything. Oh, you can, like, do... Oh, you have to unlock them and stuff. I can be a knight, but... Yeah, I guess I'll change it later. I'll have to buy these things. I understand it now, at least.
You don't their siege rams to reach the walls! Masons,
damn.
defend the courtyard!
1 second. Don't you mean 1 kilosecond? Oh, you just go through here. Oh, these rounds are so long, though. Gadzooks. Aw, I wanted to be cool. Where did I throw it? Here it is, I think. Well, it's there, but I'm not allowed to pick it up. Oh well. Can I throw this too? I can! Yes! I can throw both of them. Although it's a really bad idea. Huh? What's that? Gotta check my phone. Oh, okay. More stuff, more work.
They have sieged the
I'm not violent. This is my nature.
Inside the castle.
Hmm? Oh, we already lost it? Wow.
Malric, guard the heir to the throne. Stop those
A lynx can't murder. Lynx can only exist. Protect the air. So it's just a guy running around?
Do not let the Agassi get into the air.
I suck, though. I have 33 kills and 17 deaths, but I still suck. Having a good time? What? I'm blocking. Come on. What the fuck? Oh. This reason why I kind of wish this game was just lock-on only. Because even in the tutorial, they tell you that you have to, like, swing and then, like, aim your camera so that your model intersects in a weird way. So that you'll hit them before they technically should be hit. And that's part of the gameplay. And that makes the combat feel very awkward. God damn it. Can't get away from him. Also.
Our lives are forfeit.
Oh.
Malric's heir has been slain.
Context keep. Ah crap, I got something in my eye now. No wonder. Ow, 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 ow. I think an eyelash rolled back into my contact. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Ugh. Ow. Gosh, give me a second. Good grief.
The Battle of Dark Forest.
Oh, there it goes. Gosh. Ugh. I got something stuck on the surface of one of my contacts that I couldn't see. Ugh. Had to physically put a finger into my eye. There's a Lucerne in the game? Cool. Hey Nick, what's going on? Also, Nick, don't you love that whenever you raid, it shows like a fraction of the number of people that you actually have? Which is really cool of it. I really appreciate it. What are you guys up to over there? Also, it's kind of early, isn't it? It's a mere 1:15 in the morning. Have you ever played Chivalry 2?
Take them by surprise. Attack.
I haven't won a
Brother.
single game.
Stop
It's
that
been a
caravan.
mess. Whoops. Guess I'll just ignore that. It's very important to have teammates, which I do not have. How chivalrous is it? It's fucking chivalrous as fuck, dude. I'm getting so much honor right now. Maidens are just practically chucking meat at me. And other euphemisms from that period. Damn it! Ah.
Don't make a fuss. We made a complete famous of that.
Yeah, Chivalry also. Chivalry as well. All that ends well is Chivalry all too well. Too. This has been entertaining. I've watched several people explode in the gore. God, there's just too fucking many of them. It's like not respawning us at the same time or something. You can't really defeat a group of enemies whenever there's like 12 of them running at you at the same time.
Stop the Mason caravan.
Like, look at this. What am I supposed to do? Also, why am I up here? What? Yeah, you could definitely poop yourself to death. You lose a lot of water that way. Okay, I'm just going up and down this for no reason. Oh, here we are. Yeah, I really should, like, exit this and actually buy upgrades and stuff, but I don't want to do that on stream. Even though I've never done it before. Yeah, we're just getting slaughtered. Just too fucking many of them! There's no way that any of us can do anything. They're just all packed together in a giant tornado. Yeah, no fucking
Mason
kidding,
caravan has
dipshit.
reached the gate. Fall back to the gatehouse. Agathians, defend our gatehouse.
Amazing. Yeah, I don't think I've gotten a single kill. Nope. I've died 6 times, but I haven't gotten a single kill.
Clear of the enemies.
Everyone on my team has a... Actually, there's only 4 people. One of the people is AFK, and I suck. And only one guy on their team has a death, and it's 2 deaths. Everyone else has nothing but kills. So maybe we should just not be here.
Keep the Masons out of our gatehouse.
I don't really get tired of this, though.
Flee, mortal! We must force the gatehouse. Oppose me!
Wow, that one just immediately failed.
For woe, the gatehouse.
Should we
is
just let
lost.
them through to make this go over with? Because this certainly is not fun.
Stop that caravan.
I wonder if I could throw this and hit him from here. Nah. No, I can't throw it for some reason. Maybe I'm not hitting it at the right time. God, finally. Took a million years for anyone to show up. think after this, I'll back out and see what's available in the store. Well, here comes 4 more guys, of course. Whatever. I'd really just like this to be over with quickly. Because every time that I get even remotely close to someone to attack, I just get attacked by like 5 other people. Yeah, this game is a lot of grunting noises. This is actually the worst game we've had all night. Most of the other ones have been okay. Especially the one where I got blown to pieces and ragdolled through the sky. That one was nice. I appreciated that one. Is anyone else... There are 3 people on my team. There's 4 people on theirs. I never tried using one of these. Can I not aim? Oh yeah. It doesn't seem to... It has a lot of art to it. Can't see if I'm actually doing anything. Yeah, that doesn't work. Can't see shit, Captain. Yeah, this kind of sucks. I'm not sure if bigger teams is really the solution. Could you not? I'm trying to practice down here, sir. Can't actually see what's going on.
We must defend.
Do you mind? Plus, I love that I'm blocking it, it just completely ignores it. This has probably been my persistent annoyance with the combat system. Is that someone will run at me, I'll hit the block button, but it just doesn't count. And it'll just go through anyways. Which I think comes down to the fact that it works by having the models intersect with one another. Which is why sometimes it feels random. Because you can't really anticipate how the models are going to intersect.
We must make a strong defense.
Break the cardboard! It must be halted!
Break the cardboard? I'll get right on that. Great.
Attack the caravan! Stop it in its tracks!
Yeah, that's the one thing I really don't like about games like this. That's why I prefer lock-on.
Behold!
Like the whole, no, you need to... You can't just run at them and attack. You have to, like, attack, but then look away and not at them. Or to block, you have to, like, look at their weapon and not at them. I don't like that. It's just very awkward and very janky. Okay. Yeah, this one good thing about For Honor. But I don't like the fact that For Honor is a PvP game. Like, I know this is PvP, I don't like fighting games. I don't care about that. I just want to have fun. And having things being balanced and like mechanically dense, I'm sure it makes things more engaging from a PvP perspective, but I have absolutely no interest in it whatsoever. Look, I don't care, I'm gonna hit someone. amazing. Dodge! Fuck. God. Mashing the backwards button. Gotta go die. How come you don't have air conditioning? Why don't you sit on a big block of ice and just melt a big hole right into the middle? I will enjoy that.
What now?
Something magical about everyone just being on fire. Now, I love how these guys aren't actually trying to fight us. They just run through and throw shit and then suicide themselves back out. Like, say they're completely ignoring us in favor of just running forward and throwing a Molotov. Also, how come this is beginner... How come this is beginner mode, but there are clearly people that have really elaborate outfits that they have apparently balled over a long period of time? 104? Yeah, it was, like, fucking hot as fuck. What an awful match. I've had zero enjoyment in this match. Hi. Definitely not enjoying this match at all. Yeah, this doesn't end until you back out. There's no one here. Damn it. What? Why do I even bother hitting block? Oh, I can switch to a different person. I just don't have anything purchased yet. Because I just started playing.
Brothers, we must defend the gate!
Why would I pick up a barrel? Why would I... Okay. Am I supposed to throw it? Okay. Am I supposed to stop this? No? I guess these things are just going. Okay. Okay. It feels like I've been streaming 5 hours, even though I've only been streaming for almost 3. I definitely need a break from getting my shit pushed in by, like, 5 guys that clearly have 40 hours in the game.
Defend that gate with your lives!
What's this? A big rock. Alright, it's a big rock. Yes. Okay. Something to bear in mind for later. I can use big rocks. I can't get through this.
The gate must hold!
How am I supposed to leave? Here. This is a weird part. This is clearly made for a much bigger army. Damn it, get away from me. no actual damage.
Destroy the siege. That's enough.
I have bandage kits, but I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to use them. Oh. Okay. Are you supposed to just throw them at people? Okay. That was unusual. Okay, maybe they got tired and everyone left. No, they're still here. This fucking asshole with his black armor. Oh, I'm supposed to stop the siege cannon or something? Tell you, you get like one dodge and then that's it.
The siege weapons must be defended. Guard the siege equipment. Our gate is being destroyed!
The dodge doesn't really work most of the time. I think you can recover yourself or something by biting each other's ankles. Which almost never comes up. Unless you just stand there and let it happen. Pick it up. You can pick it up. It's just awkward as fuck. Oh, come on. Let me... Trying to do that, but it took like 5 seconds to come out. I don't know. I don't understand how this combat system is supposed to work. It's like you just endlessly cancel or block and riposte each other with no end to it until the game kind of freaks out.
The masons have breached the main gate! Agathians! Our duty is to defend the Duke with our very lives!
Yep. The lack of lock-on always makes them be very, very janky. Like I said, that's the primary thing that's always bothered me about them.
Defend the Duke with your lives!
Also, this map has gone on way too long. Especially for such a God damn it. Especially for such a small environment, or a small army. How the hell do I get here? No? This?
Cut them down!
Close the door? There we go. Woo. This is the reason why in For Honor I would always play against the AI. Because it's just way more entertaining to kill things than to be killed. And whenever you have people that are just lunging behind you and stabbing you every few seconds, I never get much of anything out of it.
The Duke must survive!
Would you hit something? Christ. Get tired of running up behind someone and clearly swinging through their body and just nothing happens.
We must guard the Duke!
Just that increasingly loud yell approaching from out of the distance. I can pick up a candelabra? Really?
Kill
Holy
them
shit.
where they stand!
Nice. I love doing this now. This is my new favorite thing. Pick up the lance.
sort yourself.
Pick up the lance. Motherfucker, I'm just trying to get a chance to practice with this fucking thing.
Defend the Duke with your lives! Our Duke has been badly wounded.
Yeah, I'm sure he has. Aha, this one. Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Death can kiss my ass.
Did he say death can kiss my ass? Oh, this badass dude, you tell him. God, leave me alone. Jesus Christ. No. God fucking damn it. Can I not even, like, get within 10 feet of someone on his fucking left-hand side? No, that counts as a hit, too. Well, how about me? Can I get in a hit? No, not you. Ah. Motherfucker. Here I come. Actually, in a way, this is more effective. Because you can't really see them. Okay, that's pretty funny.
The Duke has been slain!
Good. Christ. Fucking finally. Push off this shit-ass unfun match. Oh, man. What a mess. I don't know why in the world they allowed people... Like, it was a beginner thing, but there were people there... Like, look at this guy. He's ranked 13. There's no reason why he should be here. Alright, anyways. Let's back out to the main menu and actually buy things, I suppose. Like a new class, so I can actually try something with a Warhammer.
Escape from Fallmire.
Can I leave, please? Exit game? I don't want to exit the whole game. Oh, main menu, okay. Ugh. Okay, show me the fucking armory. Alright, I have no idea what goes where.
Straight on!
Weapons. Right. Axes. I'm not sure what the difference is. I guess it's just visuals? It's not actually anything else? He just drops it to the ground. Oh, okay. I love that he just lets it fall. Okay. Ooh, nice looking. Donk! Great sword. Yeah, they don't have any model differences. They're all the same thing, just different reskins. Zweihander. Well, it's not actually a... Yeah, I guess that is technically Zweihander. Then again, pretty much everything is. Claymore. Are there different ones like that? Yes, there are. Didn't even notice. Blunt Club. And there's a lot of those. Shepherd? Really? You could just use a shepherd staff? It's strange. And some of these are locked, I think, exclusively behind actually gaining experience with the weapon. That is a... That's large. That is very large. Jesus. Whoops. Danex. I appreciate all of the cosmetics. You could do a lot with these characters. Ooh. Hmm. Two-handed hammer? Two-handed hammer. Big fist hammer. Okay, so this would be the beginner one. You use this, although... Oh, it's an actual war scythe. Usually they get this wrong. Yeah, it does have progression mechanics. Ooh, nice. Very fancy. Very elaborate looking. Okay. Let's keep using that. Jeez, there's so many of them. Novelty? What's a novelty? Oh, a tankard. Roses, Argon Doll. Funny. Okay, some of these are unlocked by leveling up. Whereas other ones are unlocked by actually buying them. I think... What have I been earning? Have I earned anything? Wait. Have I earned any coins of any kind? Didn't I start with 10,000? Because if that's the case, that means that the only thing I can actually do is level up. Then everything else is going to be based on some sort of income of some sort. Or paying money for it. Flange Mace. Looking for One-Handed Spear, Rapier, Morningstar, Falchion. Wait, Morningstar? Yes, okay. Brutal Morningstar? Ooh. Still not what I'm looking for, though. Pickaxe, what the... Oh, okay. There she is. There she is. Miss America. Royal Lucerne. Ooh. Okay, so I could... Huh. Yeah, I'm not really sure how the cash shop or whatever works. Because there's obviously a currency that you're supposed to earn, then there's a cash shop currency, but I'm not sure which is which. pointed hammer. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I like the looks of this one. Although the standard Lucerne is also nice. Okay, you hold on to that. Now what about...
Straight on!
And you actually have to do this across all the factions as well, because depending on what faction that you're using, it also changes. Yes. Okay.
Keep moving!
What do you have? It's looking... Ooh, Warhammer? Warhammer? Yes! There we go. That's what I want. And this is the big boy one. Okay, so I have to get level 4 on Warhammer, which means using this Horseman's Pick on the... What were you? The Knight. Okay.
Hurry on!
How do I actually use them, though? Because if I remember correctly, I was not allowed to use them. Okay, the crowns are the stupid, whatever, microtransaction thing. So the other thing that has the big T on it is the one that's the good one. But how do I actually purchase new classes?
Let's go!
Like a lot of the stuff I'll be playing with, but only off-screen. This, I think. No? No, this is just the armor. Foundry, weapons. I'm not sure how. Because whenever I was trying to change things in my, in the game... Whoops. When I was trying to change things in the game, I couldn't actually, see a way of actually changing to the thing that I wanted. Let's try a 40-player mix mode, if we can actually get it going. I hope it doesn't lock up like it did last time. Ah. Yeah, I'd like to use that Warhammer. Although something tells me I probably won't be playing this game for too long. Because I really don't like the experience of bad matches. And you can tell that when people are getting them, they just quit out. For weaponry is unlocked, you can custom spawn your character. Change class. Go to Knight. Officer. Oh, wait. No, apparently I can't. Is it because I have no experience on them? Yeah, it won't let me do it. I guess I need to play as them for a longer... Yeah, okay, they level up specifically.
You
Okay.
don'ts, their siege ramps have reached the walls!
Where am I?
Masons, defend the courtyard!
Whoa, a lot of guys. We're doing this again. Great, we're doing this again. We're doing this again. Lovely. This is just what I wanted.
Do not let them take the courtyard!
This guy's name Poop Backwards. I think I was passing by someone and his name was Poop Backwards. Yeah, I got a level of class. Wonderful. Which means of dying many, many times to giant hordes of enemies.
Clear the courtyard of Agathians!
Odd. I guess the best thing to do is just try to find isolated groups of people.
Give them God's sakes!
Okay. can see why they made the side-to-side the default attack.
Just dreadful.
Oh, gramercy!
What the? What was this at? What's the point of me even guarding? Maybe he had a special move that goes through guard or something. Like I said before, I'm just not a big fan of PvP in the first place. That's the reason why I like doing co-op. It's way more fun. Dying repeatedly to someone after a few seconds of being alive just pisses me off. I don't like it. I get nothing out of it that's positive. Like this, what I just did to that guy, very unfair, probably not very fun. Man, that thing has a fucking huge reach. Don't mind me.
That is only a flesh wound. Nothing doing.
Oh, it won't let me bandage myself.
That's about enough.
Man, blocking is so unreliable. I do not understand this at all. Like, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, now it's open. Oh, it just opens automatically. Okay.
They have seized the courtyard! Fall back inside the castle! In the name of Malric, guard the heir to the throne! Oh, gramercy!
Hello. Just trying to avoid... I'm not really trying to succeed, I'm trying to avoid getting angry. That's how I work.
Keep the enemy away from the air!
Cool. Amazing. I'm not succeeding. Moist chip. I like this guy just shooting him directly in the face. Hey guys. It feels good to hit things though. I am most definitely not doing 1v1. What was that? Oh man. Is that guy not blue? He looks blue. I don't know what was happening. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing any 1v1s. I have no interest in the PvP element. I mainly just want to run forward and being able to slog into a big fight. I just want to be able to succeed while doing it, that's all. Unfortunately, I'm the one that's getting slogged half the time, so... And I'm probably not going to play this again, honestly. Because I'm certainly not having any fun this way. Maybe I should just play Archer or something. Actually, speaking of... I haven't played Archer yet. Yes, okay. We'll see how that works. It probably won't work. But maybe I'll be less pissed off. Die already! Why do you have so much health? Die! Playlist? What does that mean? This the exact feeling I have. Yeah, you do. I don't know if it penalizes you, but you inflict a little bit of damage to them. Okay.
Alex.
Oh, you have to. What the? Oh, it just automatically shoots? No, it doesn't.
Oh no! Morix's heir is badly wounded!
Yeah, this is kind of hard. Do I have ammo? I do have ammo. Dude, leave me alone. I'm trying to learn. Oh.
Morix's heir!
Cool. Thanks for that. Can't say that was satisfying, but whatever. Maybe I'll enjoy it more later. Next time. Okay. Okay. I am sufficiently annoyed. Especially since it's locked into the connecting to the server thing. Thank you for playing that. I appreciate that, Twitch. Why don't you go fuck yourself, Twitch? Okay. Yep. Let's not play this again. Let's instead, I'll send you guys over the Mr. Apple. It's been a while since I've sent you to Apple. And tomorrow I will do something radically different. Probably just watch some videos or something to where I can have my brain shut off for a while. Plus I have something I need to do in a few minutes. Okay. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you certainly for the subscriptions. Anytime that I play something that gets me like perturbed, I'm very self-conscious of it because I feel like no one's enjoying themselves. Although I'm sure you guys probably enjoyed yourselves. But, you know, I'm probably just reading into things. Anyways, tomorrow probably just videos. And then after that, I'll play a different game of some sort. But I wanted to get this a try. Anyways, have a good rest of the night. Thank you very much for everyone showing up. I hope that you all had a good evening. Bye-bye. Oh, now it's one video?